we have the best conversations when this camera's not rolling. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome to this edition of the Lynn Hayes Freeland Show. So, schoolgirls. Yeah, when I say schoolgirls, what comes to your mind? I'll give you a minute to think about it. Well, I'll tell you what probably doesn't come to mind is what we're going to talk about this morning on the Lynn Hayes Freeland Show. That is the name of a new production coming to the Pittsburgh Public Theater. It is the story of African Mean Girls. Can you believe it? Now look at these two young ladies here. Look at these two young ladies. Would you even get an idea that they could be mean girls? Would you get an idea that they are rivals? Well, guess what? It's all of that and more. Please welcome to the show two of the cast members of the upcoming production. As I said, it's called Schoolgirls. It opens on November 7th at the Pittsburgh Public Theater. Please welcome Markia Nicole Smith and Aida Pirzada. Is that right?
Pirzada.
Pirzada. Oh, I was close. Pirzada. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
Okay, so you two are rivals in this play.
Yes,
In what regard? Who's the mean girl?
I am.
I was gonna go like both of us.
Okay, correct. I, when you're first introduced to me, I am the mean
You are
girl.
the mean girl.
And then you come in, and then there are two.
I was gonna say, and then she's meaner than you are?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
It's kind of like in Mean Girls, the cult following film. The character that is Regina George is kind of like
Paulina, my
yes,
character.
and the character that is Caddy is kind of like my character Erica. Yeah.
So, I mean, tell me a little bit about this story because the subtitle says Schoolgirls or the African Mean Girls. And I don't even think that culturally people necessarily think of African Mean Girls.
Well, the structure, like the basic structure of how the girls relate to each other is very similar to the film Mean Girls. So there's the Regina George character, the Katie Heron character, but it takes place in Ghana, and so that's where the African Mean Girls comes in, and it follows the way Paulina, my character, we are all introduced to Erica, her character, who comes over from the States.
Yeah.
And so she's like the new girl.
Yeah.
The new big girl.
So Erica is biracial and she's half white American and half Ghanaian, as she is very proud to claim, having not yet until the events of the play seemingly been ever to Ghana or had much exposure to her like Ghanaian ancestry. Yeah, so that's sort of the inciting incident, along with the fact that in the play there's a beauty pageant for Miss Ghana that they're all about to try out for. And so that's where we all come to competitive.
That's where you come together. So then it also, I'm guessing, are there, because the play is set in Ghana and you're now coming from the States, are there issues like colorism and classism that come into this play?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, our rivalry, besides her being from the States, she's lighter skinned than I am. Her hair is longer than mine, and once we are all introduced to this character, my friends are really obsessed with how fair-skinned she is and how long her hair is. And for me, it's like, it's a damper on my spirit because I was once considered the most beautiful in the school, and now this new girl is here and kind of taking my place, and she's auditioning for the same beauty pageant that we are, and so now I don't have, it's not going to be as easy as I thought to win the pageant now that she's there.
I would say most definitively, unlike the film, which definitely sort of has like a resolution quality, I feel like this play in a very lovely way kind of leaves resolution in the hands of anyone who sees the play.
Totally.
Okay.
And so all of the conflict that happens definitely we leave unresolved because, I mean, as these issues are like still very much unresolved in our culture. And so that's I think the play is really fun, and even though there's like really intense issues that are revealed and dealt with by all of the characters, you still want to live in the world of the play because all of the
Absolutely.
characters are really lovable.
Okay.
And so
I'm going to
that's
say, so I am going to like you too.
yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. You're
Yes.
Yeah, at some point.
Yeah.
Parts, definitely.
They're all really delicious. I think that's like the most exciting thing about it is sometimes, we see things that talk about like deep traumatic issues and it makes people want to not stay in that world because it's so scary. And there are things that are really terrifying and there are things that are scary and terrifying in this play, but I think that when you leave, you'll still want to know all of the characters.
Okay.
And you'll want to know what happens to them.
And then real quick, we're going to meet some other cast members in just a minute, but you went to Point Park, you went to Carnegie Mellon. How is it being in Pittsburgh and being at the Public Theater?
It's so exciting and also super nerve-wracking. Like, I know that a number of my professors are going to come and see the show, and so it's like the people who taught me what I'm doing right now will get to see me do it. So it's exciting, though.
Sure.
Definitely.
How about for you? Same thing?
Yeah, it's very, very full circle. I remember like coming and watching shows here and just like seeing, the new plays and now I'm like, oh, I'm in that play. That's like
I'm the new
going around the
play.
country.
Awesome.
That's a really lovely feeling.
Well, good. You made me excited. I want to see it, but we've got more cast members to introduce you to, so don't go away when the Lynn Hayes Freeland Show continues.